All right, Sagittarius. Got a 9-card spread of the Thoth deck here. It's a bit of a, compared to the Leo and the Aries reads, it's a bit of a mixed bag, Sagittarius, let's be honest with you. But we're going to start up here in this top row with this Two of Swords, which is a peace card. And it speaks to something recent, ending of a quarrel, peace restored. So there's some kind of argument, strife, enmity, neighbors, family, friends, coworkers, business associates, I don't know. Could be personal, could be interpersonal. But it signals that just recently there's been peace restored in some kind of relationship or situation. Now let's go on to the 10 of Discs. This 10 of Discs, this is a wealth card, but it is a little dignified. It speaks to heaviness. There's a heaviness on you, Sagittarius. And typically when it's thrown out in this series, like Impurities 3, they're going to be related. It'll be like a theme. So if you feel the rest of this reading, you feel like you correspond to it, I mean, my inclination is that the 10 of Discs would be a heaviness related to the ending of this quarrel. Even though the peace is restored, there is a heaviness. And then you have the Major Arcana, the Art card. This is a trump that has, this speaks to success after elaborate maneuvers. So I'm wondering if this quarrel that's come to an end, this peace has been restored, there's a heaviness, but there were elaborate maneuvers that had to been taken to do this. It's a very interesting situation. I don't know. Co-workers, family, friends, I don't know. It's personal, but that's personal to you, Sag, if this is speaking to your life. It's very interesting, though. Elaborate maneuvers, success, quarrel ends, peace restored, but there's a heaviness in the air. All right, second row, Sag, is the, you got the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, natural force versus invoked force. Natural force versus invoked force. It's tied to the elaborate maneuvers, the success you had, more so with possibly invoked forces. I'm trying to do clarification with the pendulum. Let's see what we got. Just speaking to elaborate maneuvers. Yeah. So invoked forces. Somehow you've done you invoked forces and made elaborate maneuvers. Now this is the happiness card here in the middle of the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. It's but this speaks to overindulgence. Overindulgence. So this is overindulgence, but possibly someone, the person or persons that you had the quarrel with to begin with, maybe there's the heaviness. They are overindulgent, not you, which is good. Which is good. But there's overindulgence involved with the people around you, your person or persons. And the Sun card speaks to arrogance. So someone around you is showing arrogance and overindulgence. Someone involved in the quarrel, someone involved, you've had to bring someone else in possibly, or contend with someone in a unique way. It's elaborate maneuvers, but there's a heaviness of having to doing it, and they're overindulging, they're showing arrogance, and they're here, selfishness. So either the person or persons that you were in a quarrel with, or someone you brought in, invoked into the situation, are just acting awful now. Maybe they're trying to guilt trip you or use their small amount of assistance as leverage to annoy the crap out of you. Oppression. Here we go, 9 of Swords. Oppression. Where is it? see. Someone else. Okay, this is a third party. This is speaking to a third party. So there was a quarrel. It was ended. Peace was restored with heaviness. Elaborate maneuvers required. Someone else, third party, was brought in, and they are arrogant, overindulgent, selfish, and oppressive. That's the heaviness. So bringing in the third party to end a quarrel might not have been, well, it's become a whole new issue in itself. We'll finish up with the Princess of Discs. At war with one's own essential dignity. So, this person, this third party that was brought in, that helped, that the elaborate maneuvers, or a part of the elaborate maneuvers to end the quarrel and peace restored, is testing your very own essential dignity, because they are oppressive, overindulgent, arrogant, selfish. That's an awful situation, Sagittarius. It's an awful situation, but you're going to have to dispense with this third party. This kind of behavior, this is awful. It's absolutely awful. And you can't let it threaten your essential dignity of yourself. It's not worth the ending of a quarrel. Well, that's what I got for you, Sag. This third party needs to go. Thanks for checking out the video.